Hi there, we are currently in a small little apartment in Franklin, Tennessee it's called The Cottage, and it's actually Peter Furler's cottage. It's been a lot of things in its time. I actually lived here once. Thanks, Pete. My eldest daughter took her first spoonful of real food here, rice milk, in that kitchen. Currently, this has been a sort of Pete's recording studio for quite a while now, and this is definitely where a lot of the musical action in Go took place. Matter of fact, Newsboys rehearsed here a few weeks ago as well. So Pete, how's it going, mate?
Good, mate. How you doing?
That's great.
Been enjoying your podcast lately too.
Oh, thanks,
yeah,
mate.
They're good.
Yeah.
The one with Squiz, that was good. You guys should do it for a living or something.
Squiz being Duncan Phillips.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no, I'll interpret, that's fine. Okay. You go with all the nicknames, all the lingo, and I'll do my best.
Okay.
So, this is why I'm here today. I've observed a few things in here and I just want to get clarification. We're currently on the couch. I'm known for my intellect.
Yeah.
And that's how I can tell this is a couch. Before we go any further, there's a dog over your right shoulder.
Well, actually, it's not really a couch. This is where he lives.
Okay.
He just kind of lets me hang here every now and then.
How long have you had that dog for?
I've had that dog since, I'll put it in sort of a discography terms, I think I've had that dog since Not Ashamed.
And for those people tuning in who are unfamiliar with the Newsboys catalogue, and shame on you for not downloading it before you even saw this, but we're talking 1992?
Yeah. So how long's that? 14 years. He's 14 years old now.
Wow.
He's actually a French supermodel.
Really?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Right now he's wearing Derelique. Yeah.
Is he really? And what's his name?
His name is Bull.
Bull.
Yeah.
B-U-L-L.
Yeah, easy to spell. Just straight to the point.
Alright, Bull. Bull!
He hasn't listened for 15 years.
Really?
He's not going to start now.
Fair enough. Okay, so this is what I've observed that I've actually mentioned in interviews, because people ask me, about the record, and what I say is, Peter's not like sitting there going, okay, what's this record going to be about? It's much more instinctive than that. But I believe that this couch and that little area behind us there, which is kind of like a little mini songwriting, demoing area, this area and that area been quite instrumental.
Yeah.
So what happens in this area on the couch besides Bull's sleeping place that he shares with you?
Well, I like to read.
Yeah.
So I'll come out here, a lot, and just kind of sit here and read for a bit, whatever. Seems to be more exciting than what's on TV, except for your podcast, of
Thank
course.
you.
And then I'll just, and then I usually sit at that chair there, and I'll put headphones on and just start playing, and see what comes.
You get tired after all that?
A little bit. That's really it. There's not much more to it than that. And sometimes what you've been reading comes out there, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it comes out, years later. I don't know, but that sort of seems to be it's kind of like the process,
Okay, what have we got here? William Carey.
Yeah.
Whose name made it into the song The Mission.
Yeah, he did. There you go. See, it works.
So that's what I'm trying to say. I knew there was a correlation between here and over there.
Yeah.
But The Mission, am I correct in saying that, like, I heard a demo that you described of how you recorded it, and I want to hear that story again.
I was up at the previous house that I used to live in, and I was in the bonus room, which I'd sort of turned into a studio, and we ended up cutting Step Up to the Microphone there, the whole record, in this bonus room in this house. But before that, it wasn't a studio. It was just a regular kind of playroom that people have in their houses, and so I had a drum kit set up. And so I had a drum kit, a bass guitar, and a guitar. And so what I'd do is there was no one else around, and so I was usually late at night, so I'd have to play all the instruments, and I was mainly a drummer, so I would get a click track and I would run it. The click track is like a metronome to keep me in time. And I'd play the whole song in my head, along with the drums. and then I'd go and play the bass and play the guitar to it. But the only way I could record the drums, because I didn't have any microphone stands, and I thought it gave the best sound too, was I'd put a microphone in the kick drum, in the bass drum, and then I would get a 57 mic, a Shure 57, and I would put the cord around my neck, and I would let it hang, let it hang like a necklace, Because this was kind of around the time of hip hop,
Right.
Really bursting in.
Right, yeah.
I didn't have any gold chains, so.
No.
But I'd hang this 57 around my neck and I'd just play, and it really got this incredible sound. And I think one of the loops from that kit I ended up using on Million Pieces, probably years later. And so I document all that stuff. That's what that rig's for. Just always documenting, and So I've got stuff from back then where I've like the Mission. I've got the original demo that I did when I had that microphone.
Were you going?
I sing to it. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the one.
You don't want to give us a better demo of it?
No, I thought I can't surpass that.
Okay, cool. One of the things that I've been asked quite a bit in interviews is talking about the theme of the record. The album called Go, it's sort of based on the Great Commission that Jesus gave. But as I said before, I know that you're not the kind of guy that sits down and goes, I'm going to write an album about the Great Commission. So when did it hit you that actually quite a few of these songs seem to be about that idea, and where do you think it all came from?
I think we've discussed this, and you asked me that question, but you could probably describe it better than I could. But to my memory, it wasn't. I don't think we've ever done anything where we've sat down and said, this record, I don't particularly, but where you sit down and say, I'm going to write a record and it's about this. A lot of the songs on this record are not necessarily, where we're at. Some of them are where we want to be. You know what I mean? And so I think, to answer your question, it was really a time when, we just sat down and started writing. I think we had 75 or 80 ideas for this record, which is a lot for us. Normally we don't have that many. And so they started sort of, as one song sort of to become a cornerstone song, thematically or just melodic, or just as a great song, started to make sense, and then another one comes along and fits in with that, and then you start to get a continuity on the record. It's kind of like you put your head down, you're working, you're recording, you're writing, you're out here for many hours, and you're at the studio, and then you kind of put your head up and you look back and you go, hey, this is turning out to be this. It's like the story starts to tell itself. And this record, Go, was a record that we did sit down and purposely say, we're going to write a record about the Great Commission. It just happened. And so it happens with a mixture of all these things, all of us working together, and what we're reading, and who we're hanging out with, and the churches that we go to, and the places that we see around the world, and the things we see happening outside of the Western world, and playing in front of 15,000 Muslims in Marrakesh, Morocco, the New Age Festival on the Sea of Galilee. These things begin to, affect the way you see the world.
Can't help but noticing, Pete, call me an observant man, there's a lot of guitars here.
How many guitars do you need?
I don't know how many do you need?
Just one more.
Just one. One woman, many guitars.
That's right.
Okay. I actually want to find out a little bit of the story behind some of these.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
This bass, I bought this for Take Me to Your Leader.
Okay.
So this bass was played on tape. Actually, this bass this is probably the most used bass in Newsboys recording history. This guitar, about a few years ago, I worked on, I was producing Tree 63's album.
Yeah.
And it was their first album, I think, in America. And
right.
This was a guitar I bought to use for that. And I loved it so much that I ended up, I've used this on, I remember what I used this for. This was on Joy, the song Joy, and this was the guitar I used at the intro and on Joy.
And it's a Les Paul Deluxe with
mini humbuckers.
What about over here? What about these things?
Yeah, this one here is...
That looks wacky.
Yeah, this is kind of strange. This was sort of sentimental, but it turned out to be an awesome guitar. It's a Maton El Toro.
Oh.
And this some fans, if you're pretty psycho Newsboys fan, you'd recognise the guitar, because this was used in the
video for was the one with the suits jumping around in Sydney.
Yeah, what would that one be?
That one's called is it Take Me to Your Leader?
You get one shot, mate.
Okay, well, it's definitely that video, but what's the song? Take Me to Your Leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, because Jody played that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was
Does that make me a psycho Newsboys fan?
Yeah. Yeah. This was one that this was a guitar that I got when we were making Devotion, and actually the story behind this was Stu G from Delirious. We were hanging out quite a lot, still do. Good mate of ours, hey Stu. And
how are you, mate?
How are you, mate? Yeah,
G'day.
how is it? Yeah,
What's
alright,
up?
mate.
Yeah,
Good.
cool. Yeah, right.
Anyway,
Deeper.
we were down in Franklin, and he calls me up, or I called him up, and I said, mate, we need a really good guitar to play on this certain track. And so he goes, well, mate, I'm down at the guitar store right now, and let me try it out for you. So he tried out this guitar. Thanks. He tried out this one, and this was one Stu G bought. Yeah, so thanks.
Beautiful. Jody played this a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, that was used on Love Liberty Disco.
Yes.
Yeah, mate.
That's when I first saw the Newsboys.
Yeah.
There is a crack on there.
Yeah.
It got
I
fixed.
see that now,
It got
yeah.
fixed.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Paul broke that guitar, so it was with the band for quite a few years and had no damage until
6 weeks. Okay. I know there's something significant.
this is this guitar. I think Phil found it in like a thrift store, years ago, probably about 12 years ago. And this guitar was the one that we used for the slide sound on Entertaining Angels. Now this is one I use on. I like these guitars because it's a hey. How'd that get there?
Yeah.
It's got his name.
Oh, mate,
The dude, he comes in and just breaks and takes over, mate.
Oh, breaks.
Breaks.
Broke. Single. Once.
You're the English teacher. But
One break.
But anyway.
this was this is obviously your backup one that I was using for a while.
Yeah, US. Falls, yeah.
You can take it off
No,
now.
no,
Make
I'm
it
gonna,
symbolic.
No, I'm going to leave it on there.
Alright.
Because one day it kind of makes it cool, I'm
One
sentimental
day.
like that. Yeah. This is Gretsch White Falcon, and I used this on a lot of stuff. This was used on the Thrive video, the live, what was that?
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And I've also played this on, tons of songs.
It's got a good story.
This Strat is one that this used to belong to Phil Keggy, and this is a '65 Stratocaster. And so this belonged to Phil Keggy, and he wrote a letter, which I don't have with me here, but he wrote a letter of all the songs he played it on.
Oh, cool.
And then so I've had this for probably 7 or 8 years.
Hey Peter, can I have my guitar back? Thanks.
And it's a guitar that we've played on a lot of stuff now. I mean, we use it a lot on Go.
I'm not exactly. I can tell that's a head. I don't know if that's when you look at that you go, yeah, that's what I want to look like. See, that's what I'm thinking. There's a pretty big. Although
This
your
is
ears are
Norman.
more attractive. What is that?
This is Norman. Norman's a Neumann.
Yeah, I'm still not following.
Oh yeah, it's a microphone. And
That head is a microphone.
Yes, it's a microphone. I actually bought this on Step Up to the Microphone, this record. And what it is this is a microphone that if you're in a room with a drum kit or in a studio, and if you're in a certain part of the room and that certain part of the room sounds best, then you just put Norman there and he takes care of everything.
So it's an ambient collecting microphone.
Yeah, so actually Step Up to the Microphone, they're live in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
This Norman recorded.
Where was he?
He was in Pennsylvania.
But where?
He was in the crowd.
And the ears are actually the microphones,
Yeah,
right?
they're kind of sort of rubbery. You feel it.
Ooh, it's
Like
quite
a lot
lifelike.
of people have been messing with his ears. Did you
Wasn't,
break that?
no, that wasn't. This is going to be my reputation. This old Gretsch.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a Gretsch. What is it again?
Oh, this one here, Peter. I know all about this one. It's a Chet Atkins
Country
Gentleman.
Yeah. This one here. This actually is one of my oldest guitars. One of them, but this was about '64, and this guitar was this guitar's third generation being in gospel music. It's like my father-in-law, Marlon Lefebvre, his dad was in a group called the Lefebvres, and they're in the Gospel Music Hall of Fame, and he gave it to his son, who gave it to me for Christmas.
It's awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, before we go, I just remembered there's one other guitar I particularly want to look at back here. I
Yeah.
know it's back here. What's this one? This looks pretty old.
Oh, this is old. Yeah, this is probably I think it might be my oldest guitar. This is a 50s K, and I found this in an old, like an antique store in Mississippi about 15 years ago. And this K has been used on everything that we've, every record that we've played. This is a 69 Gibson, and this is the guitar I write mostly on.
Yeah.
So this one, it's just mainly sentimental. I don't know if it's worth that much, but it's one that, you know, I've written just about most of our songs on.
So there you have it. This is the cottage. This is where it all happens. There's even a kitchen back there where you can get refreshments. I want to see what's in his fridge. 4 energy drinks. Sobe. No fear. No. 2 things of ice. So pretty much, if you're in the cottage and you're reading or playing songs and you're Peter Furler, you come to the fridge for one reason only: ice and energy drinks. So that's the cottage. Thanks, Pete.
Yeah, get out.
Hospitality, it's his gift. So there we are, the cottage, and these gates over here, like Pete has these really nice gates. I gotta tell you, I may have only been around for like 9 or 10 months in this band, but he's not really in charge. I can open these gates. Hey! Better call Pete, see if he can open the gates for me. I thought that would have worked. Pete, would you open the gates for me, please? I would like to speak to Mr. Furler, please. Is this his secretary? This is Paul Coleman. I've just been in the band for a little while, but I thought I could open the gates, but I actually can't, and I need Mr. Furler, please, if you wouldn't mind opening the gates for me. Let me see if he's available. I really thought I had a hand in this band. Really, I've probably just got half a fingernail. I would just like Mr. Furler to please open the gates for me, if he wouldn't mind. I wish... No, I'm not bringing gifts, I'm actually leaving. I've been talking with Mr. Furler, and now I need to leave. I'm meeting someone for lunch. So if you wouldn't mind just opening the gates for me, that would be great. Thanks for your kindness. Okay, thank you so much. Please pass my regards to Mr. Furler. Thank you. See? It worked. Well, here we are. It's fall and we're at the Joel's house. And how can you tell it's fall? The carefully ordained beautiful table with pumpkin and fall leaves. Plus also, Phil, there's a lovely smell in the air. What is that?
Oh, that's my deodorant.
Really, you have fall deodorant?
Yeah.
Fall out deodorant?
Banana nut deodorant.
Banana nut. Okay, now, my understanding is...
Yes.
That Newsboys album comes out very soon.
Yes, October 31st, Paul.
So, Newsboys album comes out, go. I was down there quite a few times in the studio when you were singing amazingly, playing great bass. I think you've written on 4 songs on the album. Anything particularly on this album when you listen to it that, you know, you're kind of proud of? I mean...
Actually, you know what? No, honestly, I think I sung the highest I've ever sung on this record.
Can I guess what song?
I don't even remember which one. Can you? Do you know?
Go?
Might have been Go.
In Wonder?
In Wonder, I think. At the end there. I mean, yeah, you kind of got it, because it's kind of mixed down quite a bit, but there's this one particular harmony that's just so high on pretty much most of the songs we did this.
You've generally got a pretty high voice, though.
Yeah, but I went to the next level, yeah.
Can you give us a bit of an idea?
I can't. Not without Peter and Ted T, like in that room just yelling and screaming.
So what do you put that down to that you were able to go to the next level? Is it just vibe? Is it coffee? Is it... What is it?
I just want it to be really impressive to Peter and Ted. Oh, guys, I can do this. I can do double octave. I got it.
Double octave?
I'd go in there and I'd be like, I can do it. And and I'd do it. Just because I was bragging that I could and I had to.
And so live?
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
Does that mean we're going to see like a beacon of red face and...
Oh, you're going to see big
jugular
veins just popping out. Yeah.
Full respect.
Together, Peter and I make a voice.
Yes.
You know, we make a one particular type
That's incredible.
sound, and it works out quite well.
Yeah, what I like is on probably at least half the songs, it's sort of like there, and all of a sudden at the end you're just going off like a frog in a sock.
That's fun, like a frog in a sock.
Yeah, well, you know, imagine a frog in a sock. Be going off, wouldn't it? Noticeable.
He is the one that I imagined.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, it's just kind of like wherever we go, at the end of go, something beautiful. Now I have to sing that part live, thanks for that. What's that?
It's twiddling my thumbs, waiting with eager anticipation. You'll also notice my nails have been bitten down quite a lot.
So you're just that eager for the album to come out that all you've done is wait?
I've just been waiting, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. Actually, I have been doing something.
What?
Well,
can you share?
I can.
I mean, this is a worldwide audience. This is the place if you're going to share.
Okay. Well,
what have you been doing?
Yeah, I guess it's fair. I'm from New Zealand, of course. I mean, of course, Paul's from Australia. I'm from New Zealand. We're close brothers.
Yeah, never been any rivalry between these two great nations.
Peace.
Never. No.
And I've just been working on my environment here in Nashville, Tennessee. I've been working on a little spot in the home to make me feel a little more comfortable, a little more Hobbit-like. Because
could that be a clue to something down there? Phil, would you? This may be presumptuous on my part, and I've never been known my presumption. But seeing we're looking over a pumpkin. Would you consider taking us to this place, this environment?
Yes.
And now would you do it, now that you've considered it?
Oh, yeah.
It's really all I did was ask you to consider it.
Yeah.
And now that you've considered it, would you take us there?
I thought you were saying, would I consider considering that you would consider?
Yeah, well, I've considered that, and I consider that to be a waste of time. So, would you consider bypassing all that considering and taking us there?
Yeah.
Well, let's go. Where is it? And what is it?
It's the basement. Oh. And, yeah, just come.
All we know is that it's a change of environment that makes you feel at home, and it's got something to do with hobbits.
Is everyone insured?
What happens down there? Wow! Looks like it's all happening down here. So what is going on down here?
We are making a nice, cosy, Hobbit-like environment for myself and anyone else who would like to hang out down here. Yeah.
Hobbit-like environment, so sort of small spaces, cosy.
Couches, lamps, television, big television, as big as I can afford.
Right.
Which is probably pretty small.
And,
yeah.
And who's that?
Oh, that's Ryan. Yeah.
Ryan, what exactly are you doing?
I'm just fixing these windows, you know, the last ones are pretty stuffed, so I'm just going to put some new ones in, new glass, new putty, new frames, new concrete, everything else.
What did he say? Where's he from?
From New Zealand, Middle Earth.
Middle Earth.
Earth.
I didn't get a word of
Hobbiton.
Yeah. Okay, cool, great. Well, so this is going to be like a kind of cool hangout area, and this is going to be sort of a chill out place for you to feel at home. Right. And how did you do all these wall bits here, Ryan? How'd you do all that? Did you have to bring all that stone in?
No, that was all stone was all there, but it was like full of dirt. You know, this was all dirt, and so we like ripped all that out and replaced it with this mortar, and built up the sills. And you know, this was the old window that was in there, up there. As you can see, it's pretty patu. So
cool. What did he say? I'll tell you later. Is that like in New Zealand got a different dialect? I didn't catch a word of that.
Yeah, it's actually what is it? It's a French. What is it again, Ron?
Japanch.
It's a Japanch, which is a Japanese-French mix.
Japanch.
If you know Japanese or French, you would have picked up exactly what he was talking about.
Anyway, back to the task at hand. What I want to know is, where does that go, and what is this area here? Because
no,
why not?
we don't go back there.
Well, I mean, there seems to be more down there, and that looks like the shape. That. Why can't I go down there, Ryan? Why can't I go down there? What's down there that I can't see?
Oh, there's just some like Kiwi technology in there that it's just a bit top secret.
What do you say? So that looks like kind of like, come on, give us something here.
Yeah, well,
Is it in fact a Hobbit door?
It is a Hobbit door. It's from Middle Earth. It's been imported.
So no tall people.
No tall people.
And
no Australians.
No, Australia. Can you make an exception? I mean, this is a video. This is going out for the whole world. Advertising the Newsboys album comes out October 31st, in case you forgot and thought, what are they doing? Haven't talked about it. So can I please just go in there and just check it out?
You really want to go in there?
I really want to. I want to see what's in there.
You're curious, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm very curious.
Can I get you to sign a little waiver before
Yeah,
you
I'm
come
fine to
in?
do that. I'm fine to wave.
That'll do. That'll do.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Just watch yourself.
Yeah,
alright?
yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so awesome. The Hobbit door.
Yeah.
What's in here? Ladies and gentlemen, we are on stage with not yet. Not yet. I've got to introduce him properly. There's power in a good introduction. We're on stage in Keyboard World, and you know who you find in Keyboard World? Yeah, the mighty Jeff Frankenstein. Incredible. Now, Jeff, how you doing?
What's up, guys? What's up, Paul?
Now, this is
How you doing?
Keyboard World. Wow. What do we got here? We got computers. We got keyboards.
Yes, Paul, this is my domain.
Jeff. Right. So.
This is where I live and perform my music.
Okay. So, how many keyboards do we have here?
We have a total of 3 keyboards and 2 laptops.
And what's that over there? Well, what happens on that stuff there?
That is the interface.
Have you ever seen Doctor Who?
Exterminate.
Yes, because that's what you sound like. Okay, so Shine. We're talking about Shine.
Yes, Shine.
Right. Now, this can we hear this keyboard sound for Shine?
Absolutely. Stand by, please.
Okay. Now, when you come up to play that part, what I want to know is that a hard part to play? A lot of black notes?
Yes, it is rather difficult, but I have gotten used to it over the years.
So let's see how you play it. Let's get the camera down on the keys and let's just look at what involved with. Okay, what's that? Shine, Steen, Shine. Okay, now, when you first started playing that part, did you ever mess it up?
Yes, I messed it up quite a lot when people did not know what song we were playing.
Now, if you were messing it up, what like, give me an example of how you might have messed it up, because. No, you never messed it up that bad. All right, okay. So, I noticed you've been talking to me in this thing.
Yes.
Okay, can we talk outside of that at the moment?
No, I only speak through this microphone.
And what is this for? Like, is this a new toy? Have you used this before?
Yes,
Oh, the real man.
I'm back, sorry.
Okay.
I'm back. This is an emulation of like an old synthesizer from the 70s. And
Emulation, 4-syllable word. I'm a guitarist. Can you find something
it's
else?
like a copy.
Oh,
of like
copy,
an old
okay,
thing.
2
You know, you
syllable.
got the wood paneling on the
Yeah,
side, which is
yeah.
falling up. So for the song "Your Love Is Better Than Life," at the beginning of the song, there's this part.
Are you talking about Your Love Is Better Than Life off the new album, Go?
Off the new album, Go. In stores very soon.
October 31st.
There is
Okay, sorry,
There's
yes,
a
back to
part
that.
at the beginning of the song
Right.
where it's like this weird robotic vocal thing. So all I really have to do is talk into this mic.
You don't have to sing.
Don't even have to sing, but my hand does the singing, which is good for me because I don't really sing that well.
Well, let's hear it sing.
So I can.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Anyway,
Go
so
on.
if I pull up the patch down here.
Okay.
So my-
Patch is the word that means
It's the
sound.
and
Use
then
that one.
At the
Good
beginning of
music.
the song, I could be like this. And so I just have to say the words into the mic, and it does the rest.
So
I can do
without
whatever I
playing,
want.
what are you actually saying in there?
I'm just saying the words.
Go,
Just
just give me that.
Your love is better. But then when I do this, and no matter what I play, I can, you know.
Why can't you do that at the start of the song?
That's our new intro. Didn't we tell you?
Because we could both get fired. Okay, so that's over that. Back to Shine.
Yeah, back to Shine.
Never really a mistake since I've been in the band. That's like 70 shows. I haven't heard anything.
No, there's mistakes. You have me on in your mix?
You actually play that part.
I do.
All right, so
No, it is a lot of pressure because it's a big song. It's one that everybody knows, and I'm the guy who starts it, and there's nothing else playing at that moment. So
I tell you what, tonight on stage, tonight on stage, when you start that,
Yes.
I'm going to come right up to you and just give you some moral support, just to
Good,
say,
good.
you know what, well done.
Thank you.
For doing something night after night that's tough.
Thank you.
And I'm just going to walk up and go, yeah, Jeff.
And I'm going to look at you and go, yeah, Paul.
There you have it, Jeff Frankenstein, the sort of the computer geek of the band. Thank you. Oh,
There you go.
Thank you, Jeff. You are a legend.
that's fun. Now I know why he talks through that all the time. Jeff Frankenstein, ladies and gentlemen. October
Paul.
31st, Go comes out, and I'm not very good with that American handshake stuff, as you can tell. Jeff Frankenstein. Keyboard world. Love it. Well, we did a video podcast with Jeff Frankenstein, our wonderful keyboard player, and where we just did a drop-in. You know, I've always thought the drop-ins are pretty brutal, but it seemed to work great. So I thought we'd do a drop-in with Duncan and see what he's doing today. We just pulled up outside his house. Turn the car off. I think I might call Duncan, though, and just sort of see if it's okay, and then just say we'll drop over, and then we'll be right here. See what happens. Let's put him on speakerphone, eh? What do you think? What do you think? Duncan, how are you, mate?
Good, how you doing? What's going on?
Well, I was just kind of in your area, and well, not necessarily in your area, maybe, but just wanted to know if you're all right if I just dropped in for a little while, figure out what you're doing. I don't know, I'm just hanging around here today.
Yeah, mate, no problem. Come on over.
All right, be over in a little while.
Okay, mate.
All
I'll
right,
see you soon.
see ya. All right, he doesn't know we're outside, so let's go. Oh, I can't get out of my own car. Unlock. Watch out for that. I said I'll be here in a little
You
while.
weren't kidding me. I just came downstairs to grab a drink and then the phone and then you're here. Yeah.
Did you miss with the first sip?
Well, no, I've been working out.
You're working out.
Yeah, I'll try to,
So well, we just sort of hang around, drive around the neighbourhood.
nice. Very nicely done.
You're
Yeah.
working out.
Yeah, yeah.
What, just like weights, elliptical? Elliptical.
No.
Probably want to look like that when you're doing elliptical. Push-ups.
No,
Chin-ups.
I can't. No, you're welcome to come out and check out my workout room.
We
if
can
you
see your
want.
workout room.
If you want to.
Do you mind?
He can't come.
Come
on.
All right, let's see it. Nice fragrance at the.
Like that?
Yeah. The Phillips residence today. Okay, so it's upstairs.
Upstairs.
Right.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Man, you're lucky you caught me. I just popped downstairs, just popped down to walk. Popped downstairs to get a drink and here we are.
All right.
This is Duncan Phillips' workout room.
I see what you're doing. Okay, so your workout
Yeah.
is drum out.
Yeah, well, I figure that, why work out and play drums? Why, I try to get real efficient. So I thought, well, why not make my drumming my workout? So I do.
Nice, and that wasn't a drinking
No,
accident.
I'm sorry.
That's sweat.
Sorry, I wish I was a little bit more prepared, but you did give me about 30 seconds. But apart from that,
I said in a little while. All right, well, let's. What are you working on here?
this is an electronic kit that we just do a lot of demos on and stuff like that, and just you can plug it straight into a sequencer. Do it. No sound on that one. No sound on that one.
I was going to say it sounds.
This over here is my workout kit.
Okay, so immediately I'm noticing these. What are these?
Yes.
They look like mouse pads.
Well, if I'm to stay in this neighbourhood,
Right. Oh, so they're dead in it.
yeah. So
Okay.
what they're not too good.
No, not too good.
And I try not really tight.
I don't want to be in
so-
a neighbourhood with that.
Yeah.
Right.
So you want to be in a neighbourhood with,
Sensitive.
I want to stay here. I like it.
Yeah. Or. Right.
Yeah, not good. Not
Okay,
good.
cool.
Okay,
Cool.
so that's why I have that.
Okay, so what were you working on? What were you?
What?
I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Well,
This
that's
is,
when I'm working on a new song. I'll go and
Huh?
I'll go write it all out.
And they say drummers are daft.
What was that?
Okay, so you're working
Yeah,
out this drum
yeah,
kit.
working out.
What about this? I noticed
Yeah.
normally with this hi-hat,
There
you've got this vibe.
Yeah, and it's that's in a little bit of a state of disrepair. Focus, Paul. Over you, mate.
Sorry,
Focus.
okay, yep.
So what I did is I went and pinched these, which are rubber, off the roll kit over there. Yeah. So there again, not much sound.
No, and I noticed also there's not any cymbals. Normally you would have.
Yeah. Well, it's like this, Paul. When you're practicing and really, because when you're practicing, you got to concentrate on the song. You got to concentrate on really. Drums is all about kick, snare, hat.
Kick.
Snare, hat. That's what about playing a groove, playing drums about to me. So, and I look at cymbals when I'm working out and practicing. Cymbals just to me are a little bit of a distraction.
Right. Is this from the world's smallest drum?
That is actually, that's a pad for the world's smallest drum right there. No, actually, that's that pad actually came with the new head I put on there, and that's like a little protector so the beater doesn't go through the head. And actually, I have put beaters through heads before. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
you weren't locked up for that.
I wasn't.
Okay. Good.
Well, not that they found it.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. So you're working on Your Love Is Better Than Life.
Yeah. Actually, I have been working on that song, and so I can.
Well, let's hear a bit of the groove of Your Love Is Better Than Life.
Okay.
It's very fast. It would be a workout song.
Yeah, it's a workout song for
That's
me.
why you're sweating.
That's why I'm sweating. So
Okay.
it kind of basically goes like this.
Whoa. Just do the kick pedal by itself. Really, it's not that hard. Just to show you, it's really not that hard. Just to show you. Guitarists, believe me, we can do that. Easy, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
easy.
do that.
That's
Alright,
fine.
please be seated again on the throne.
So
Okay, so let's now do it with some music, eh? Because I know that you don't just sit there and do the beat all day. Let's have some.
I don't.
Right.
So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my headphones on, right?
Right. Clear.
And so on my computer.
Which is a Mac. It's a Mac.
Do you know that I've actually visited the mothership?
What?
Yeah, I've been there.
Mac World?
Oh yeah.
Where is it?
Can't tell you that. Change it. Anyway,
Alright.
here we go.
Okay, Your Love Is Better Than Life, Newsboys, Duncan Phillips, the workout drum kit. Let's rock.
You ready to rock?
I'm ready.
That's it. As you can see,
I was getting tired watching you.
man, it's a good workout.
Nice.
Right?
Whoa.
Well,
Whoa.
I don't show the guns that often, but
Yeah, you got your tickets?
actually on my license,
Really?
both of them.
Well, that's good, man.
All right, good legend, mate. Thanks for popping over.
Hey, no worries. Craig and I will be on
Appreciate
our
it.
way.
Okay, mate.
You can get back to working out.
I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Okay.
Giddy up.
Okay.
Duncan,
Yeah.
your love.
Yeah.
It's better than life.
Yeah. I'm ready now.
We were just
Yeah.
trying to, like, this is obviously a small drum, and this is
It
a big one.
Yeah.
Is there anything more technical we need to know?
Not really.
No.
You pretty much got it.
Now, Duncan, the reason we're backstage
Yeah.
is we've got footage of you on the
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
that called?
Yeah, that thing.
It's
Drum riser, drum machine.
That's it. Over the years, there's been a lot of spinning from drummers, but this one seems a little different. What is this one? At what point does this happen, and what exactly goes on? Are you always strapped in, or do you just strap?
Who said anything about being strapped in? But actually, this drum riser is third generation, and we actually did it a few years ago, and we did it for about a 3-year period of time. And actually, me and Peter got on there, and we did like this dueling drum thing. Yeah.
Step up to the microphone.
It was microphone. I think it was a part of Leader too, maybe.
Okay. Tell us what goes on. Like, someone tests it during the day, so that if things don't work, some road crew guy's flying off as opposed to you.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what
Okay,
happens.
so there's a tester.
And it has happened. There is a tester. Yeah. Yes. I'm kind of glad. Not that I'm glad that he hurt himself, but I'm glad that I wasn't in at the time. But yeah, it's. I have a couple of techs, and they set everything up. Make sure, because it's part hydraulic, part electric.
Is it actually back here? Because we haven't set it up today. Is it actually back
there's
here?
a part of it. That's right here. Yeah, this is a part of it. It's an 8-foot circle. Super heavy. I think this weighs about 300 or 400 pounds, and then the
easy
actual. Yeah.
I can just.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
I don't want to pick it up.
Yeah. You don't have to let the crew do it.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Well,
But the actual bottom of which is right in here, I don't know if you can see it too well there. It actually weighs over a ton.
You're talking about this thing here,
Yeah.
and that over there.
And that thing
That's
over
the
there.
thing that runs it.
Yeah. And I don't know if you can see in there, if you can get in there close with the camera, but there's 2 hydraulic rams that actually come from the back of small dump trucks. That they do, man. We made this thing so over the top that it would never ever fall to bits. You want to kind of do that when your life's on the line. You want to go overkill as far as the quality. We had to work out how to attach all the cymbal stands to this disc. How do you do that?
They're attached.
A threaded bolt that goes up the inside of the cymbal stands attaches down to that. So there was a lot. It may look really easy when we're doing it, but there was a lot of work that went into it.
The length of time that you're spinning during the current show is how long?
I don't know, probably 30 seconds, 45 seconds.
So all this work.
Yeah, for 30 seconds. But that's what we do at Newsboys Inc.
This whole contraption, currently 30, 40 seconds of the show, but what are 30 or 40 seconds?
Well, it's one of those things that we kind of thought people would be sick of it and people didn't want to see it anymore. But, man, people want to see it because I think it's taken on a life of its own now.
So from a technical viewpoint, like, be honest with us, when you're actually doing that, how hard is it to keep playing the groove?
It's not hard when you're playing up and down. Like, if I'm like this, or if I'm up like upside down like that, it's not bad. But it's when you're on the side that's really hard, because you've got to still kind of try to play something that makes sense. But then you've got this pain ripping up the side.
It does hurt every time?
Every time.
Really?
Every time.
Spinning drum riser, here it is, the actual in the flesh thing. It's ridden on a nightly basis by Daredevil and drummer Duncan Phillips. And
there it is.
I think we've pretty much covered it.
Yeah. It was so good. So Paul,
I'm so good at this. I'm great. How are you?
Awesome.
Yeah, see, I could tell you were awesome.
Well, why'd you ask?
Well, because I just wanted to hear you say it, because I think it's important to verbalise stuff yourself.
Yeah.
And I thought that segment was amazing.
Did you?
I thought,
cool.
Particularly I was amazing.
Well, I was actually thinking that I was pretty good too.
Well, I was too.
Just between you and me. Just between you and me.
Yeah, pretty good I would say, but
right.
I mentioned amazing, which is sort of pretty good upper level.
So you'd say pretty good, amazing, kind of up here somewhere?
Yeah, and pretty amazing, which, come to mention it, I probably was pretty amazing.
This is one of my mom's signature dishes. It's the egg and sausage casserole.
Well, you know what?
You know, Michigan casseroles are a big thing, and so
Only know.
it's actually quite good.
Steve's going in.
Steve, yeah.
Getting a corner crusty bit. Oh yes. Hey, it's light and fluffy. It's very. It's not
Light
like.
and fluffy.
Yeah.
There it is,
Polish
ladies and gentlemen.
kielbasa.
Polish kielbasa.
Yeah. A fork there.
Kielbasa.
Going in.
Yeah.
Gotta do it.
Do you know what's in that orange?
I've been eating it my whole life, and I'm still not sure.
Oh, well, you turned out alright. So.
Well, it's up for opinion.
What would Steve Irwin think of that thing you're eating there, mate?
Here in Michigan, unbelievable breakfast put on by this kind of quasi-German, Polish, Michigonian. Down here, pancakes, not huge, not big, but little. Over here we got fruit salad, kind of heavy on the melon. Not exactly my type, but I'll tell you what, you dig. There's some blueberries down there. Toast over here. Duncan's on his 9th piece. He's going light on the carbs today. Jeff's over here, kind of quiet but reserved, but more, he can come out with some gems. You just wait, hang around. Phil's over here, doesn't matter what he eats, ends up looking like a rake no matter what. And Steve over here, man, he's going to do 95,000 push-ups tomorrow morning and fix it all up anyway. So that's breakfast here. Crikey, it's a great time in the Frankenstein household.
So how would Germans pronounce your last name?
Frankenstein.
Okay, wait. I'm signing in for that one. One more.
Frankenstein.
Oh yeah. I think we need to get Peter.
That's awesome.
Peter each night needs to get that right. Peter, there's been a pronunciation of Jeff's last name that's kind of taken it to a new level. I'm wondering if we can incorporate it.
Frankenstein.
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 Lyrical, it's musical.
Yeah.
Frankenstein. That's it. From now on. Frankenstein.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Welcome to my house. How we doing?
Hi, honey.
Welcome to my family. Thank you for having us.
Good to see you guys. Steve, I'm honored to have you in my house, buddy.
Good to be here, sir. Good to be here.
Hi.
It's great. And if you're giving lessons on lawn care and all that, I'm signing up.
Hello? Hello? Hey, I'm getting ready. Why am I getting ready? Solid Festival. October the 31st. Don't be anywhere else but Solid Festival. I'm getting ready right now. Oh yeah.
First day in Uganda, we've already done two gigs already. Went to a school this morning. It was awesome. Got to sing in front of and be sang to a bunch of kids, school kids. It's incredible. And then we went to a studio and saw a bunch of little kids, a bunch of orphan girls and boys that had been lost their parents in the war that's been going on for the last 22 years in northern Uganda.
He reigns. All God's children singing glory, glory.
They've learned English and how to sing English songs in the last month. So that was extremely touching. Seeing that what they've, but the cool thing is that they've, when they do sing, whatever they do is with purpose because they've lost so much and suffered so much. But through that, there's a real determination and purpose in everything that they do. So, and that's refreshing to see. So it was, I think we're learning as much as anyone here on this trip.
Julius just said he wants to be my friend.
Wow, he's one of my orphans.
Yeah?
So you can have him.
Can I take him back to America with me?
Yeah.
You can carry my guitar around. Is that alright?
We are the finest side. We are so much needed to
She's not falling for it.
You good? Oh, she's such a precious girl. She's so precious.
This is Lily. She's, I guess, an orphan. And these kids just spent time telling us their stories. And I just sat next to her. She kind of sidled up to me, whatever the right word is. But I got two biological daughters, and I don't really want any more. I want to adopt a couple of kids from this part of the world. Currently, Lily is actually stopping my legs from getting wet, which is cute. Yeah, look at his face. Just these kids are just so amazing, man. They're just like so much passion. What they're singing about, peace must reign, no more war. I mean, their families, you know, last 3 generations know what that means in Uganda. So I just wish my kids were here to see this.
No more war. Peace must reign. Once again, enough is enough. No more war.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
No more war, peace must reign once again. They're doing other songs like
closing in on sound check here, and it's been a tough day for the crew. You know, just old school, trying to wire things together, power problems, gear problems, every sort of problem you can think of. But we're getting close. We got about an hour till showtime. People are starting to show up, and hopefully this thing will come together. But it always does. I'm not worried.
Very big fan of Newsboys since like the 90s.
Tell me everything.
Everything. I first watched them when they started with Going Public. That was my first album to learn about them, and I love them since all through the album. Thrive, that was my best. The worship songs they do, I love all the songs on Thrive, especially Thrive, 40,000 pieces, and Whoa, I love It Is You very much.
Yeah. So first we had no sound system. Now we have half a sound system. So I think it's that half is working, I'm not sure.
I love them. I love them for one thing, for getting down to earth, getting to Uganda and bringing the word here. I mean, we just thank God for that one.
We love them, they should keep doing. They took so long to come down here. What took them so long?
That was one of my favourite gigs I've ever done in my life, let alone one of my favourite Newsboys shows. It's just awesome, you know. It's like
we're gonna get Pete back to his office, mate.
Yeah. Gigs like that feels like to me, it's like it's not us and them. It's like you're all just together and we happen to be leading it.
Yeah, it was great. Like the first 4 songs, I just looked out into the crowd and I thought that the roof was just going to explode and blow up off the top of the little amphitheater.
We got there and we didn't really know what to expect. You know, it's the first time I'd ever been here, and you know, we had a lot of issues as far as on the technical side of things, and that was kind of tough when you come here. We organised it 2 or 3 days before we even came here, so it was only been on the books for about a week. I think that everyone was really prepared to see the Newsboys tonight in Uganda. It was probably one of my all-time favourite shows tonight. I think everyone was so appreciative that they'd heard the songs, they'd seen the videos, you know, for years in Uganda, which actually astounds me. But we weren't prepared for that.
I especially love "You Give Me Joy and Unspeakable." And I like it.
Yeah, I'm excited to go home and share some of the things I've seen. And you know, mate, every time you come to a place like this, it makes you look at your life a little differently, and some of the things that may sort of upset you, they just don't after a while, you know, and things that seem kind of huge after being in a place like this just seem petty, and it helps put things in perspective. So yeah, it'll be fun to go back home, and Uganda has definitely taught me some stuff.
Here we are in Africa, thousands of miles from where we live, and people knew all the songs. They were asking for songs from the back catalogue. I mean, I think it was the longest show we've played in a long time too. They kept asking for more songs, play another song, and it was very, it was humbling, but it was so exciting, you know. It was just, you know, I can't wait to come back, because we just loved it, and it was the way that people move and they dance during the show. It's like, you don't see that very often, and it was just so, they're very passionate, and it just, I don't know, you know, it was just, it was definitely one we'll always remember.
Hey Creation, how are ya? This is Duncan and Paul from the Newsboys. Just want to let you know that we're super excited to be here at Creation. Just between you and me, don't tell anyone, just between you and me, maybe him, it's really our favourite festival. Creation East, Creation West, they're the best.
That rhymes.
That's right. That was good.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. But you know what? We've been playing since 1989, Creation. But you know what? There was a couple of years that we couldn't play, and I just was trying to remember the first year.
1995.
What was it?
1995 was the first year Newsboys didn't play due to a washout rain.
1995, and then the second year we couldn't play because of the rain.
2006.
Mate, 2006. We couldn't play, but there's one other year we had to actually play Hershey Park.
2003.
2003. But anyway, I want to let you know that we're absolutely ecstatic to be here. We've got a new record out called Go, and we're going to be playing a lot of the songs, probably most of the songs off the record of Creation this year. So absolutely excited to all about that. But you know what, Paul? I think it's time right now for you to take us out with something they might expect to hear at Creation. Hopefully, it's nothing like that. Hello, Creation. How are you doing?
I'm burning up.
Okay, we're burning. Great, mate. Great. Just great.
Hang on. I'm going to get my serious face on.
Hello, Creation.
Hang on.
Oh, mate. You right? Drama queen. Hello, Creation. Oh, come on.
Look at me like that. I was all right.
How'd you know how I was looking at you? You weren't even looking over me to
Well, I
see how
can feel
was
it.
looking.
I can feel the how.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I lost my train of thought, and that really, really bites.
Oh, well, we love Creation Festival, right?
We do. Love Creation Festival.
As a matter of fact.
Stop it!
Well, here we are at Way FM. Not just a radio station, but a ministry. Yes, here we are, Way FM. Here's the awards cabinet. This is the awards they've won. I'm smart. And now we walk into the corridor where we see record companies have sent these plaques. Thanks for playing. Oh, Newsboys, adoration. He reigns #1. Little annoyed that isn't there, and them there. This is how I would have arranged this. Newsboys up there.
Thanks, man.
I'm going to be politically correct and not finish that. But as we walk down the corridor, gold records on the wall. Sorry, radio hosts.
1 minute.
Newsboys right there, and Newsboys again. Third day. How come theirs is bigger? Another Newsboys. So we've got third day 1, Newsboys 3 at this point. Audio Adrenaline, FFH, Barlow Girl. I pretty much can sum this up. Newsboys rule the walls here at Way FM, and we're going to be about to do an interview. Dale Bray from Impop.
Yes. Is this the interview you want to do now?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, great.
What do you think of the new record?
I think it's great. Thanks for your time.
No worries. That's what I like about Dale. Doesn't mince his words. There's not many of them, so you can quote him easily. And now we're going to the studio. See that sign that says on air? And now here we are, Way FM. That'll be my applause. Coming.
We've got a new album to talk about tonight.
Yes.
Which is Sojo's new CD, The Deliberate People album.
I like it.
That's why we got you all here. A new CD from the Newsboys called Go, which is also a CD/DVD. What's on the DVD that we can expect? Is it more Paul Coleman videos that he's been shooting?
Yeah.
Actually, not really.
This is
actually.
Jeff Frankenstein really took the
Oh,
on this
right.
one. He was directing and went and did 5 sort of little like candles, mini videos. And, and he went and shot each of the guys and we different places around the world. Some of us from our hometowns in Australia, New Zealand, and Motown, and Paulie Pop's stirring up the streets of Nashville, Tennessee.
Well, I kind of figured that, you know, these guys have all been in the band 13, 15, 20 years. I've been in the band 10 months, so I thought if I return home, this is where I grew up, this is the bed I used to live on, never be like, we don't care, we don't even know who you are. So I just drove around Franklin.
How far did you... Wait, Phil grew up in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And Peter, how far did Paul grow up? To anyone who just tuned in, I'm not talking to the disciples. This is actually...
Hey. Really?
Well,
That's not what the Bible says.
Peter. How far did you and Paul grow up near each other? You didn't know each other, but...
No, actually, but I got an interesting story. We, about, I think it was 19... What year was it? 1982?
Yeah.
1982, something like that.
About
Paul remembers clearly. And what happened was I got a phone call, and I was a very, very young fella, and I got a phone call, and I'd just been sort of starting to play the drums. And I get a phone call, and it's this guy on the phone saying, can you come down and play drums for this guy down on the Gold Coast, about 2 hours away? And so I get down there, and there's 15,000 people in this, like, sort of stadium place, and I'd never seen that many people. There wasn't that many people in the town I came from, you know. And I get down, there's all these pro musicians, like guys legends that I'd heard of, guitarists and keyboard players and bass players and singers and a whole choir, and they just give me these charts, and I've just learnt to read drum charts, and they put these charts in front of me, and they said, oh look, we're really sorry mate, we ain't got time for sound check, we're gonna have to just go. And so I get down, and all of a sudden I'm playing in front of 15,000 people with all these pro musicians. I'm just this kid on these drums, and who comes out to sing but it's Paul Coleman's dad.
Really?
Paul Coleman's dad.
Oh, Dad.
Yeah, he was. You weren't born then, were you, Paulie?
No.
Yeah.
Yes,
no, you
actually, I was there. I was there.
Yeah.
I remember.
So that was our first meeting that we never met.
You were great, Peter.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So now when I tell stories of how I was great, I've got someone that was actually there that reminds me of how I wasn't.
Although he doesn't quite remember it too well. But.
No, but the video thing on that bonus thing is actually really cool. Jeff did a great job, but it's actually great watching. I enjoyed watching Phil going through town in New Zealand where he was born and raised, and Jeff going through Detroit, and Peter in Adelaide, and who's the other guy? Oh, it's Duncan. Hey, where is Duncan?
It's Brian's birthday.
Yeah. Wife's birthday.
That's fair. Priorities, mate.
That's fair. And Duncan growing up, in the Queensland, it's actually kind of cool watching it all. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, cool. Well, good.
You're doing great, JR. It's good to see you again, mate.
It's good to see you
show's
too.
rocking, it's all good.
Thank you. But we still only have 12 listeners. But we did sign on.
Hey, you know what? That's
Denver.
11 more than last time, mate.
That is true. And I thank my mom for making up the one.
There's Duncan Phillips on the phone. Hang on a second.
Is it really?
Let me try and answer this.
Speakerphone or something?
Yeah, hang on. Duncan?
Tell him to call the studio.
Duncan. We're on the air. I've got you on the air on speakerphone. No, I'm serious. You're on the air. We were just talking about you that you got priorities, mate. You're at Brienne's birthday party, and it's just you and her. See, we're close. This band's been together a long time, and when you start talking about each other, stuff happens.
He sounds little. Sounds very little.
You sound kind of like you're far away. Where are you? Oh, downtown Denver?
Downtown Franklin. I'm just spending the night with my wife, but I just wanted to call up and apologise to the listeners for not being there. But I'm just spending a little bit of time with my wife tonight. She's her birthday, so
29.
just happy to spend some time with her tonight. But I'm sorry I couldn't be there in the studio with you boys. Sorry, fellas.
Hey, can you give me a lift to the airport tomorrow?
I'm getting a lift with Steve-O.
Yes, so is Jeff, and
Really?
I've already found out.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody give me a lift? Denver? Anyone in Denver give me a lift?
1-888 hit radio.
All right, let's see. Where are we going tomorrow? Alaska, right? Yeah, looks like I won't be going to Alaska.
The Sunshine State, nice.
Yeah. Well, cool. Hey,
Thanks, Duncan.
See you later, mate. Have a good night.
Okay, thanks, fellas.
Yeah, kiss, mate.
See you, mate.
See ya.
Do you think he actually was listening, or do you think that was just a completely?
Nah, I'm telling you, Squiz, he's got good ears, man.
Yeah,
he does.
For a drummer.
Total Access is live in Nashville tonight and all across this great country of ours. The phone number is 1-888 hit radio. It's Newsboys in studio, and it's kind of odd. We planned a lot for lining up a lot of Australian themes, but then kind of only half of you in the room.
Yeah.
We're kind of upsetting Phil a little and Jeff.
No upsetting.
For Jeff, I should have had some Motown ready. So
Phil's from the
Aretha.
region, but I'm from about as far away as you can get.
Jeff's kind of like our connection here.
Yeah,
You know what
I mean,
we
cultural ambassador.
Yeah, he's been our translator for many years,
Yeah.
and he helps us in restaurants order food.
The only time we've had to help him out is like Halloween or something, because with a name like Frankenstein, you try to order a pizza, man.
It's been a tough month for me. Just trying to book an airline ticket or order a pizza. Yeah, what's the last name? Frankenstein? Click.
I'll call you back at Thanksgiving. I'm Harry Turkey.
Yeah, and we have a black cat, and we've had to keep him in the house for like a month. It's been tough, but...
What is that, German? Is Frankenstein German?
It is German.
Okay.
Yeah, there actually are a few Frankensteins. I've actually run into a few Frankensteins on tour that were not related to me. It is actually a name that's around, but it's tough though. I play on a hockey team. I can't even put my name on the back of my jersey because people think, oh, I'm trying to be tough, and it's
take you out, take you down.
Oh, he thinks he's Frankenstein. Thanks for letting me share, though.
Yeah, hey, thanks for being here.
Good, man.
The new album from the Newsboys came out on Tuesday. It's called Go, and let's play a sample of it. Peter, can you run me up the DNA of, let's do Love is Better Than Life.
Yeah, Love is Better Than Life it was probably one of the quirkiest songs on the record, but ended up being kind of one of our favourites. It's just beat, bass, and a character and a hook. But yeah, Your Love is Better Than Life, one of our favourites.
Okay, first sampling, the new album, Newsboys in studio, Total Access.
Yes, he does. So if you want to give her a small,
Okay. Hey.
As a start.
Okay, wait for it. My favourite bit. Here it comes. Oh! Oh! It's gold! It's gold right there.
We've already talked about the fact that only half of you in this room are Australian, and
That's not always a bad thing.
right. Phil is
Australasian. It's the
Right.
continent of Australasia.
And it's the Commonwealth.
The Commonwealth. So I'm yeah.
I don't know if it's the same situation.
We're the wealth. New Zealanders are the common part.
Oh.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Phil.
it's good.
It's a joke.
Phil, does that rub you? If people think straight,
No, I don't rub me. No.
Okay.
Just rubs me when they say when the Aussies do little jokes like that. Commonwealth joke.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
Like the one, how do you get a New Zealander into a small business, Give them the big one.
Yeah, mate.
So it does upset you a little.
Whatever. We just shut up.
So does Paul kind of owe you an apology?
Yeah, I think he does.
Sorry, Phil. Do you forgive me?
I forgive you, Paul.
Took care of that. We have something special tonight. Now, will you introduce your man?
Yeah, back here is one of the guys that's been with the band. Not in the band, but with the band. Well, yeah, you've done some guest appearances, yeah.
Cowbell on the last album.
Dale Ray, yeah, Cowbell on all 3 records, I think. But, Dale is he's the head honcho in Pop, the record company, and we've been signed to, so now we're slaves to him. And
and everyone believes that.
Yeah. But Dale, what did you do? You brought something tonight, didn't you?
Traditional Australian junk food, really.
Oh, mate, come on.
So it's in the oven. We got we got sausage rolls. We got meat pies.
Oh, mate!
Lamingtons and
Tell you what, mate.
These might as well be racehorses to me. Famous racehorses.
Well, you know what? Some of the pies might have been. We got a shout out to Vic.
Yeah,
down
Vic, there
south.
we got an Australian. I guess they're pastry chefs, is what you.
Yeah.
On
your Vic. Good on you, mate.
From Australia, but he's got a cafe down there in Atlanta.
Vic and Judy, thanks so much. We love yous.
Yeah, cracker. Yeah, cracker. You're on your mate. You're such a genius.
You're ripping down there. I tell you what.
That was a little hobbit making Australian noises.
Yeah.
I'm actually offended by that.
Are you really?
I apologise, Paul.
I forgive you. Okay, move on.
To any hobbits who've offended.
No hobbits were hurt during this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do people eat kangaroos at all?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Okay.
What's the kangaroo tail soup?
Oh.
No, kangaroo is actually quite a sought after meat. It's very sweet. It's really nice. I like it, and that's not having you on. It's true.
Red meat.
It's fair dinkum.
Good one, mate.
Have you had rat?
It's
supposed to get a big rat, isn't it? Kangaroo.
Are we
Yeah.
going back to the whole New Zealand Australia war?
There is seriously no rivalry between our nations.
There's no kangaroos in New Zealand. There's some little wallabies that sort of skipped across the pond. But
do you know you can actually buy a wallaby from a zoo in Kentucky for $800?
No way.
Yeah.
And
I just got to tell you that.
Well, Lauren, there you go. If you're listening, you're gonna.
Oh, that wasn't a joke?
No, I'm serious.
Oh,
I found that at the Australian festival.
Really?
Can't have them as pets in Australia, but here you can get one for $800.
Really?
do you have to make the pie yourself? Or
No, this is live. This is not to eat. You cultured Kiwi. See, with his feet, his hairy feet like hobbits have, I'm surprised with his candles he hasn't caught on fire yet.
Oh, man.
Come on, Phil. Can you still pick me up for the airport? No. Janelle, were you mentioning that you were really enjoying the in the other room you did legitimately tell me that you were enjoying the Newsboys podcast. Is that true?
Yes, you did a brilliant job at all the things you
Can't argue with that.
I wasn't fishing for that. I was saying, did you see the Newsboys podcast?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I thought you just wanted a compliment. That's a nice jacket, too.
Thanks very much. This is actually a shirt. But,
right.
Go ahead.
It's dark.
Yeah. It's the candles.
You guys, by the way, if you go to the Newsboys MySpace, there's a lot of videos that I think mostly Paul's been shooting.
Well, actually, Craig over here has been shooting them, but we've been featuring each member of the band, and you can just go to.
Can we put JR in one?
We should do that.
It's not MySpace.
You got a wide lens.
Yeah, it's iTunes. It's iTunes.
Okay.
You can see them on MySpace, but if you go to iTunes, which a lot of people do,
Right.
I personally downloaded the entire Newsboys catalogue back in January, and I suggest that. I recommend that to anyone out there. but no, if you go there and you type in Newsboys,
Oh, hey! I'll finish that in a second, Paul. Total Access Lightning Round with the Newsboys. Start number 1, and we'll try to go as rapid fire as possible. Vegemite being famous down in where most of you are from, except for you, Jeff. Which would be more marketable, a Vegemite Slurpee or a Vegemite chapstick?
Ooh, that sounds good.
They both sound
fantastic. I'd go for chapstick.
But you couldn't eat it. You just smear it on your lips.
Oh, that ruins it. Yeah, it's still chapstick.
I guess you could eat it. One thing about America you love, one thing that you don't like. Jeff, you're exempt from this question.
Thank you. Love the people.
Okay.
We love Jeff.
Jeff.
He's from America.
What's one thing about America you like? Some of the guys, the bands from Canada that come down, they say they notice a lot of littering. That doesn't happen too much in Canada.
I know one thing I don't like about the United States. There are not enough sidewalks.
Yeah, not enough sidewalks.
We should be walking.
Yep.
People, calories, burning them. Calories.
Work off them mystery meat pies.
If you're going to eat pies like this, you want to be walking a lot.
Number 3, DC Talk 3 at last album or Audio Journal and Don't Censor Me.
Oh.
This could really be trouble for us.
Yeah, can't
This
differentiate.
might be the question that stumps us, but DC Talk, cheese free.
Okay.
Yeah,
Somebody else
and
say
three at
Australians.
last too. Christian.
Which Australian would you most likely purchase an album of? Keith Urban or the Wiggles?
You guys, I'd say.
I've got both.
I do. And he has no
If
kids.
Duncan was here, he'd say the Wiggles for sure.
Yeah, I'd say the Wiggles. My little boy, Eden, he likes the Wiggles.
Have you guys met them before? That sounds like a straight up.
My son.
Okay.
No, we haven't, but we'd like to.
But we saw Keith Urban the other day, didn't we?
We did. We saw Keith and Nicole the other day.
Pete wanted to go and pitch a song, but I was trying to push my motorbike up
Well,
to
you
the...
just fallen off Duncan's motorbike and scratched it to pieces, so you're kind of you're in a different mindset.
To pieces! Oh, it's hurtful! Sorry, JR, go on.
All right. Last one for you. As Australians, which one would you rather claim? Russell Crowe or Nicole Kidman? Oh, now that Nicole's here in town, that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, because we might run into her, you know. So that's Russell's pretty tough, but I think I could probably take him with one hand on it. So I'll probably go with Nicole.
I was going to say Russell Crowe because we've already got a tall, sort of Australian-ish slender blonde in our band.
I'm better looking though.
What was? That wasn't offensive at all. You're tall. You're slenderish.
Did I take offence? I'm
No,
eating the meat pie.
well,
I'm eating the meat pie over here. What are you trying? You trying to pick a fight with me?
No, I'm trying to say why would they?
You want to fight me, mate? You want to fight me?
No, I don't. I love you, Phil, and I'm very sorry.
Because I won my last fight by 50 yards.
Did you?
Stolen from Stolen and used it against him.
New album came out 2 days ago called Go. Quick note, I might as well throw this in because it's a brilliant album. It's the Deliberate People album from Phil Joel that came out a couple of months ago.
mate.
Paul, did you come up with something recently as well?
No.
Okay,
I came out with a comment on Deliberate People album on iTunes. Okay. I said it was great.
Did you?
Yeah, get on it, mate. Have a look.
Got to help each other out.
That's nice, Paul. I do. I love the record. Thanks, mate.
I have, before we roll on here, I've got a bit of a scenario for Peter and Jeff.
Okay.
All right? Just your participation is needed.
Okay.
I need thumbs up on one of these two songs. Let's start with this.
Good hair.
Oh, yes.
Put that, please.
Peter, Jeff.
What do you think, Orange?
Comments?
Man, gee, are you tough, dog? What are you trying to do?
Say how you really feel. I love you no matter even if you choose my song.
I got a thumb going each way here.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I tried that on you before, Peter, and you said I'm trying to cause strife between brothers.
Yeah.
Phil, though, what's your strategy?
Speed and aggression. Speed and
coverage.
And coverage.
And coverage. All right. Here we go. We got Newsboys, bowling for plugs, and total access. Go, fellas, go!
We get them all? We get them? Strike?
You mean I missed one?
He's too skinny. Oh!
Where was the aggression?
It's there. We're too much aggression.
I got something to confess. I just sold our 30 seconds.
To who?
To the president
How much
of
did you get for
Impop.
it? Wait, let's explain this here.
Well, you didn't say you couldn't sell it, so I got $20 for it.
Thanks, mate. Okay, so Newsboys. Let's start with Newsboys. Fantastic record, came out on Tuesday. Number 2 on the iTunes charts. The only record that's beating it on the pop chart is Justin Timberlake. So it's unbelievable stuff. Can I plug Super Chick? It's number 1 on
this
radio.
is-
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Okay, all right.
I won't plug Super Chick or Jimmy Needham being number 1 and number 2 on the chart. But
when Duncan comes home, this is what we have for dinner. This is typical dinner.
Something you have every night.
Yes. Breads. We've got beautiful freshly baked breads. We've got 7-grain breads, Italian bread. Everybody's favourite mango and avocado salad, which is full of bacon and beautiful lettuce and pine nuts, and then a curried pasta salad.
Hi, my name is Judy Phillips. I'm Duncan's mother. Duncan is in the Newsboys, and I'm a very proud mother.
Can you tell us a little bit about Duncan, what he was like as a child growing up, getting into drums, that kind of stuff?
Mischievous in one word, but when he was a child he was in primary school, and one of the music teachers rang us one day and said, "Do you know your son has almost perfect timing?" And of course we didn't, and he suggested that we get hold of a set of drums and start teaching Duncan percussion, and that's what we did. And we started with a very little set, and then it got bigger and bigger as we went on. And then we built a shed on the other side of our farm, so as the boys could go and play in that shed. So.
And what was it like always hearing drum beats and things like that?
Yes, all his life. Drumming on tables, on every surface that he could, he would drum on it. Yeah.
Was there ever a time where the drumming got to be too much and you wanted to do some drumming of your own?
Oh, possibly.
Yes,
possibly.
Yeah, drumming on my head. Stop.
The thing with it, though, was that Duncan was always self-motivated. We never had to tell him to go and practice. He just was self-motivated. So there was something special, and we were aware of that at an early age, really.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me what it was like realizing that God had music as a plan for Duncan's future?
I think we just realised it. We were aware of it. And we had this feeling that there was something ahead for Duncan that would be great, because it was just there. It was something that was tacit. It was just there. So it didn't surprise us in a way. We were just waiting for the time when we knew it would happen.
Yeah. When you see them do the drum solo, what goes through your mom's mind?
Well, I hope he's strapped in. I hope everything is fixed and keeps him strapped in. And I think, does it addle his brain? How is he? But he keeps focused. That's the thing, he keeps focused, which is wonderful. Mm.
What's it like being a grandma to Duncan's kids?
To Duncan and
Brown's?
Mm-hmm. It is very special. They're such beautiful little girls, and it just gives me a lump when I don't see them. Mm-hmm. But this is a very special time for us, because we have 7 grandchildren, and for the first time they're all here, which is wonderful. Mm.
Hi, Bibi.
Yeah.
Come here, man. Check out Pete.
Oh, yeah.
He's caning it, man. That was the other day out of Kiwana. Pete's going off. Woo! Let's do it. Actually, this is one thing I've probably never done before, is getting a child seat out to put the surfboards in. Haven't done that before. Right, here we go. Rip, carve and lacerate.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Right. Finally we get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
as good as it's going to get today. Wind's starting to get into it a bit. It's going to get a bit choppy and blown out. So it's a good size though, it's probably about 2.5, 3 foot. So a nice size bit of swell, but conditions are just going to get worse as the day gets on. So kind of missed it a little bit. We got out here a little bit late today, but it's all good. Just happy to be here. Hey, this is my old primary school that I went from grade 1 through to grade 7. No, hang on, I went through grade 4. From grade 4 to grade 7, and so I must have been about 9 or 10 when I came here. And just looking around at here, I haven't been back since, and that was over 20 years ago. So looking around here, it hasn't changed. Thank you. It hasn't. It just hasn't changed one bit. And this is also where I first started learning drums. Was in this school right here. It's. I think I was 9 at the time, and they just started this drum lessons. And they asked me if I wanted to be a part of it. And of course, I did for about 2 or 3 years. I got drum lessons here. And when I was a kid, we used to all line up in front of. We used to call it assembly, and we used to all line up, and we used to march into school. And a part of that was they'd have a big bass drum and some kettle drums, and we used to all march into school and playing these licks. So this is where it all started, right here. She may not even remember me, Dave.
Better have this running to get the.
She might remember you.
Yeah, exactly. I told you once.
Thanks, Peter. Actually, we've got a visitor for Grace. All right.
Come on, Dave.
Grace?
Come on, baby.
Okay. This is your life. Do you remember? Do you remember Duncan Phillips?
Yes, I remember Duncan.
You do not.
His sister. No, he had a sister. What was her name?
Melissa.
Melissa, that's right.
Yeah.
Duncan used
She's
to
pretty
do,
good with that.
Duncan used to do a lot of dancing.
Oh, I did not do anything.
Yes, you did.
Is that where you got it from? This is the first time I've been back to here since I left.
So where are you living
I live in
now?
the States now.
Oh,
I live
yeah.
in Nashville, in Tennessee,
Oh, yeah.
play music. And
Yeah, you were always into music
I
and
was.
dancing.
I was.
Yes.
Yeah. My first drum lesson was in the Cobbs, when the Cobbs Cottage, is it?
Yeah, Cobbs Cottage was up where the
was up
toilet
here.
block
It used
is
to be
now.
the library.
That's right.
And,
Half it was the library.
and then there was a couple of guys that came in and used to do drum lessons.
Yes.
And Beamish. Was it Mr. Beamish?
Something like that. I can't.
It was 2 of them, Beamish and another guy, and they were just so great. But that was my first. I must have been 9 or 10,
Mm.
but that was my first introduction to playing drums. Now playing for a living.
Yeah. No, Duncan was always dancing and into music, and he really enjoyed it. Any plays we did, he was always one of the first to offer to, take part in the plays. He was really good.
Can you believe that he's a drummer in?
Yes, I can. Yeah. I can believe it, because he was always interested in those things, and those special arts things he was interested in.
Was he a courteous student, or was he naughty, or?
No, he wasn't naughty. Kids weren't naughty back then.
Oh yeah.
No, he was good. He was good. Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, got up to mischief sometimes, but it was pretty harmless sort of mischief, wasn't it, Duncan? Pretty harmless sort of mischief, yeah.
See, I'm going to slip her a 20 after this. I'm going to slip some cash. Say nice things.
Okay, well, thanks
Thank
for
you so
dropping in,
much.
Duncan.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you
And
so
say
much.
hello
for
to the
that
rest of
little
the
bit.
family
I'll do
when
that.
you see them.
I'll do that.
Yeah,
I'll tell
great
Mum
to
she'll
see
freak.
them. Yeah, she probably will. Yeah.
I got told off by Mrs. Reinhardt again.
Good on you.
Thank you. One of Australia's biggest and hugest attractions, a big pineapple. Here we are now, we're going up to a farm that I used to live on when I was a kid, and we don't own it anymore. It's been bought out by someone else, but it's about 20 acres right here. But what kind of farm was it? It was a sod farm, turf, like grass. This is all lantana here. funny. It's a weed here, but they sell it at the nurseries in the States. That's hilarious. Hey, this is pretty much my childhood home. We moved here when I was about 9, and I stayed here for probably kind of on and off. My parents owned it for I guess the next 20 odd years, and this is where where I kind of grew up as a teenager, and it kind of looks a little bit run down now because my mum and dad sold it about 5 years ago. But a lot of these trees around here we planted, like all these trees along here. All these gum trees are all different kinds of gum trees. That's a jacaranda tree. I planted these with my dad, and they were just little saplings about this big when we planted them. But so they've grown up a lot. And I was a bricklayer back when I was kind of growing up. I did an apprenticeship, and I laid most of the bricks on this house here for my dad. So it was a lot of great memories. I just walked inside and. A lot of good memories of when I was a kid. So. Here we are, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have a diamond python in the raw, in the middle of the Australian bush. Isn't she a beauty? She is just a beautiful girl. Yes, she is. And here she is. She's just sniffing out. She can sense me right now. She's looking at me right in the eye. Diamond python, isn't she beautiful? What a gorgeous girl.
Tell us what's going on with the walkie-talkie.
Well, this is the way, we've got 4 kids. We've got 4 kids in the van, and this is the way we keep hold of. I've got about 3 or 4 adults taking care of everything. All circumferences, we have an adult, and we each have a walkie-talkie. So it's hopefully it's going to be a surgical strike, but somehow I doubt it. Okay, red leader. We have first in the row, we have Timmy, and then we have Zara, then Taylor, and then bringing up the rear is Zoe Girl. Bringing up the rear is Zoe Girl. Come on. That's a confirmation on Zoe bringing up the rear. Zoe bringing up the rear, confirm. That's a confirmation. Come on. Moving out on 3, 2, 1, and move. We're moving. It's open. Abort. We have an open trunk. Come on. Clear.
Uncle Duncan, the food's not closed. We were trying to tell you, but no. It's not closed.
180, and the right hand turn. Bearing 180, turning right in the next corner. Over.
When people meet you at meet and greet, they have no idea what goes on behind the scenes.
Totally.
Hey, Uncle Duncan, you're going the wrong way.
No, it's the right way.
Timmy, you're doing that thing again where you're thinking of everything.
That's the right way.
He's going the wrong way.
I think we're good. I think this is just a different way we can go.
Uncle Duncan, I'm serious. You're going the wrong way. Turn to the left.
Okay,
Daddy, turn to the right. Daddy, turn to the left.
right, we will commence as soon as possible.
Turn to the left. Daddy, turn to the left.
Which left would that be? Would that be this left or that
Yeah,
left?
if he turns to the left, he crashed.
So we're going to go to the right left?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that then. Requesting information on your location. We are at the pirate ship. Repeat, the pirate ship, as agreed. Roger that, Black Leader. The pirate ship as agreed. Over.
You got past it.
Did I?
Yes, sir.
What? Turning, clear for turning. Where it says no. Oh, gone through the no entry. Oh, God. Okay, he's on in trouble.
Oh, Chris.
So nuts.
It's the right way.
It's the right. Okay, clear for that. Clear for right way. And
I'm staying single for at least another year.
What's wrong with you, Uncle Duncan?
Absolutely. Don't let anyone tell you anything different.
Can you just tell me what just happened with your Uncle Duncan? What's
He turned in the wrong way, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we have to wait for him. And he made a few mistakes.
Oh yeah, but basically he's a good uncle.
Basically.
I wanna start it over. I wanna start again. I want a new beginning. One without an end.
Might be a fun thing seeing I'm driving around in East Nashville. I was at the BMW motorbike store. And Jeff Frankenstein's house right near here. Matter of fact, it's just right over there. It's that blue one. And so I thought we might pay Jeff a little visit, hang out. You know, maybe we'll get a cup of tea. I don't know, he seems the kind of guy that, probably more than the other guys, maybe, I don't know, that might cope with a drop-in. Because the drop-in's pretty brutal. This should be fun. Hey!
What's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing? Just thought I'd, you know, I was in the neighbourhood.
Oh, great.
I was at BMW.
Right.
It's only like 3 minutes from here. I guess you know.
Man.
We can
Yeah.
come in?
Yeah.
You don't mind if we bring old Craig in here? Young Craig. Very nice.
Thanks.
See, all the rest of us live in Franklin. But Jeff, he's kind of got the edge, you know? He's got that Motor City vibe. East Nashville, you know?
Or West Nashville.
Is this West?
This is West Nashville.
Major geographical amateur.
It's the other east.
We have kind of touched on this a little bit before. I noticed when I was looking at the podcast that I downloaded from iTunes, when I typed in Newsboys and subscribed for free. I noticed that we mentioned something about this, but I want to cover it properly. And I don't know if this is sensitive or not, but with your last name, Frankenstein.
Yeah.
You
know, no one takes you seriously, and you try to order a pizza, boom, denied. Or book an airline ticket, or just say your name to anybody around.
So how does the conversation go? Like the pizza thing. Like if I was calling up,
Yeah.
no, I'll be you be the pizza guy. I'll be you.
Okay.
And I just want you to tell me what happens.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, I'd like to order a pizza.
Okay, what can I get for you?
I'd like 60 large pineapples, thanks. No, I just like a large ham and pineapple, thank you.
Okay, all right. Will that be all?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that'll be 1039. What's the last name on that?
Frankenstein.
Clunk. Totally. Clunk.
Really?
Denied, yeah. And what makes matters worse is we have a black cat. And he has a rough month, too. We got to kind of keep him inside. And it's tough. It's tough around here. So when the holidays come, after the dark month of October,
right,
we like to celebrate around here.
I heard you say something about even you putting your name on your hockey jersey is a problem.
Oh, yeah. Well,
not just the amount of letters.
Well, that is a problem too.
Okay.
My nameplate always costs more than everyone else's. But no, I don't even put my name on the back of my hockey jersey because I think that, you know, when you're playing a sport like hockey, people don't take you seriously. They're like,
Right.
oh, Frankenstein, that's not his real last name.
Right.
He's just trying to be tough, and then it incites people to hit you harder and check you harder. So I just refrain.
I'm wearing my jacket because I'm freezing. I did notice a few ornaments here, but I want you to describe them. And at night, does this place change at all? Is it?
This place,
Sorry, I can't figure that out.
there was hobbits that used to live here.
Oh, yeah.
We're not actually this.
Did you buy this from Phil?
Yeah. Well, please take note of my wiring job as a professional musician. I'm really good with just yeah.
We learnt the word patch on Jeff's last podcast. That would be a bad patch.
You may have, those hardcore Newsboys fans that actually bought the DVD. Oh, I got the hiccups. Just cope with that. You may have noticed, my point was, that on my little vignette, it did say that we were going on a Starbucks tour of the world. For those of you who know, well, here we are. Starbucks in Shanghai. Let's go and see what happens. Push. The other ball.
You good? What's that now?
sir. Grande cappuccino. Grande cappuccino.
Yes, grande
Grande.
cappuccino.
Yes.
And then the other one. Yeah, I really lost my train of thought. A grande cappuccino and a grande coffee of the day.
Yes, I know.
Okay. I'll make that 2 coffees of the day. 2
Two
coffees of the day. Yes, definitely. Big time. Thank you. So are we good? Are we good?
Oh, yes.
Yes? Okay. Clear? Okay.
That's what I like to see. Starbucks. I don't know what that says. I think it says warning, this is hot. Then again, my Mandarin's a little rusty. Duncan, what does that say right there? So warning, it's hot?
This says, careful, the beverage you are about to enjoy is extremely hot.
Oh, that's why we bring him. It's a genie.
3 days. Well, that's it.
Who am I? I play guitar for a band called the Newsboys. Have you heard of the Newsboys? You want to say hello to the Newsboys fans? They're right here. Hi. I like that. Who are you?
If we are the body, why aren't his arms? Why aren't his words teaching? Why loves all the words teaching? If we are the body. So there's that.
That's awesome.
There's that, right? And then there's would you like to hear some Newsboys?
I would like to hear Bob Dylan do the Newsboys.
Okay,
Yes.
like pick a song.
Shine.
Okay. Shine, make 'em wonder what you got. Make 'em wish that they were not on the outside looking bored. Everybody's gotta shine. Let 'em shine before all men. Let 'em see good works and then let 'em glorify the Lord. Everybody shine.
I love that. Okay, now that's all great.
Okay,
but
good.
here's what I'm thinking. What if we take the greatness that is your Bob Dylan impression and marry that to the greatness that is Stryper?
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever done that before.
No.
So I printed out some lyrics to Soldiers Under Command.
Okay, bring it.
Which is the best Stryper
right
song
over here.
ever. Here, let me give you that.
All right, great.
All right, you got that. And
So
you're
is
just going
that-
to do this off the cuff.
Okay, that's the chorus.
You can do whatever you want.
All right, here we go. So do you think a minor key? Probably more a minor key, right?
Maybe, although it is victorious.
We are soldiers under God's command. We hold a two-edged sword, yeah, with our hands. We're not ashamed to stand up for what is right. We will win without sin. If there's no hope by my mind, soldiers under command. Our soldiers fighting for the better plan.
Very nice. I like that.
Yeah.
I closed my eyes and tried to picture you in spandex doing that, and I quickly got that out of my head.
I think I could be a reggae version. Shine, let them wonder what you got, man. Let them wish that they were not on the outside looking low. Oh yeah. Sell your potato. But I do. But it just can't have start you. I don't know the lyrics. Shine.
Thanks so much for listening to your good news station, KFSI 92.9 Rochester. We've got a great song now by the Newsboys. It's called You Are My King.
I'm forgiven because you were forsaken.
Their music is played on radio stations throughout the country. The group chose their name because of its meaning.
I mean, we are the Newsboys. It's in our name. We bring the good news. We're always going to have an evangelical aspect to our band. For us, it's the good news. A newsboy was a kid that stood in in the middle of the city, as high as he could, as loud as he could, and preached the headlines to get people to listen, and that's what we do.
As with any major production, there is an insurmountable measure of work that goes into putting on one of their concerts. Christian recording artists, the Newsboys, have one of the most elaborate shows among all of the musical shows traveling throughout not only the United States, but across the globe. This is much more than music, as lead guitarist Paul Coleman passionately explains.
I don't know, every night I'm out there, I don't think about the music. I think about the people. And music has been the vehicle that's got me to people. So when you're with the same people every day, when you're singing music that's designed and written to glorify God, to give him credit, when you spend every day reading the Word and it flushes out your mind. And I listen to Peter, our singer, talk every night. I listen to what he says every night. I pray the prayer that he leads the audience in every night. And I find when I'm in this environment, that environment helps keep my focus. On my own, I can't keep my focus.
All 4 members of the group are the sons of Christian pastors. Each and every one of them not only sing of their love for Jesus Christ, but it is in each and every one of their souls and brought out in their music and their concerts.
Probably the most popular Newsboys song is a song called He Reigns. You know, and it came out of travel to Africa. It came out of travel to China. It came out of travel to Europe. It came out of these places. It's the song of the redeemed rising from the African plains. We've been on the African plains. We have sung with people in Africa. We have worship with people in Africa. You can go to iTunes and type in Newsboys and look at the podcast of us playing in Uganda. We don't sit there and think about how to get as many Jesus per minutes into a song. We write about what we're interested in. But to me, the songs, they're like arrows. They fire into people's hearts. And why do we even write them? Well, partly self-expression. But we're sort of thinking, you know, maybe through this song, God's going to touch someone and he's going to let them know that he loves them. And that's such a privilege to be a part of that.
If I can encourage you, you know, just take a little bit of time and just remember the birth of our Saviour and what an awesome thing that he did for us. You know, he didn't have to, but he chose to come down in the form of a man and be a bridge between us and God Almighty. So it's a pretty incredible selfless action that he did for us. So it's actually very sobering to think about that he would do that for us. So,
what is the most important thing we as Christians can do to change our world for the kingdom? Sharon. The other guys we're talking about, maximum sheen and blonde hair and chewing gum. You've just, so far, Sharon is the overachiever, question asker in a good way. Okay, Jesus already answered that. Matthew 22:37-40 says, someone said, what's the most important thing? And Jesus said, love God with everything you have, your heart, soul, mind, and love your neighbour as yourself. On this, all the law and the prophets are built. So the answer is, what's the most important thing we can do is love God and love others. What's one artist's song genre you don't usually admit you enjoy? I have to say, I really was fixated with the song Stop by the Spice Girls. I couldn't get that song out of my head forever. What's an instrument you don't play but might like to? Drums. Although, when you're a guitarist or a singer, you like to be on the drums for a few minutes, but really it's not. You can't move around, you can't go on the drums. Because it's good, but it's like you're stuck at the back. You can't really be a rock star on the drums.
We are... What's the name of this arena again?
The Curb Event Center.
Okay, so for Americans it's called the Curb Event Center. Australians, she's called the Curb. The Curb, mate. Down at the Curb. And here we are. Behind Craig, who's on the camera. Hi, Craig. Behind Craig is our set. Behind me, a few handbags, the remains of lunch, and not much else. So you should see it. Wow, it looks good. Whoa. Well, anyway, thanks for being with us. No, I'm not that mean. I'm going to give you a quick look. Craig, turn around. Shoot what you can in 4 seconds. Okay, that's it. That's all you get, folks. The rest you got to come and see a show. But I'm telling you, it is amazing. I'm freaked out. I'm trying to be cool, like, yeah, I've had this before. But really inside I'm going, oh my gosh! So, that's the heartbeat of rock. The kick drum. Watch. Oh. well, it was the heartbeat of rock. So we've got screens everywhere. We've got a runway out to this pod that's over there. Come on, have a quick look over there. That's enough. That's enough. There's a pod out there, and someone in the band, maybe more than one, gets out there at some point, and perhaps, maybe not, perhaps they're lifted 25 or so feet in the air. I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. But there's a long runway, kind of like a catwalk at a fashion show. Although we're a little short on models. Hey, actually, here's one. I was just saying that this catwalk's kind of like a fashion show, and I said we're a bit short on models, and then I went, hang on a minute.
Here we are. I also know nothing about fashion shows, so no models here, dude. Sorry.
So what I've been telling everyone is what's behind there, but I haven't really let them see. So,
right.
You know, I'm saying to see this, I don't know how would you see this, sort of in all its...
Well, if you wanted to see it for real
Right.
and in live,
Right.
you'd probably have to come to one of the dates.
You know what? I'm glad
Yeah.
I got you in here, because
Yeah.
I just couldn't...
Yeah, I got to go anyway, so...
Well, great.
Well, I'm glad I could help you out.
No worries, and today Duncan is wearing... I thought that might bring him back. I gotta say, mate, I love your haircut.
You like it?
I love it.
I just find something new.
I don't like
It's
it.
like, you know, just gotta... I
Big
don't know.
Mac, cheeseburger. Version.
Junior cheeseburger.
Oh. Drummers. That was a lot of words for a drummer, actually. Good job. He might have been doing correspondence on the bus, English linguistics. Dave Wagner, Director of Operations at Newsboys, he's over there. If you look over this side, without getting too much of the set, Steve Campbell, Lighting Stage Director, he's with a whole bunch of video guys. Programming, I'm going to give you one more little look. Programming up there. See? That's enough, Craig. Naughty boy. Let's go and have a look in Guitar World, because honestly, that's good, but Guitar World is where it all happens. Guitar. Okay. Blair just came in from Australia. Everyone say g'day, Blair.
How you doing?
I didn't hear you. Thank you. Now this is Pete's guitar. There's a bit of a theme here. See if you can pick it. That's a Gretsch. That's a Gretsch. That's a Gretsch, and that's a Gretsch. Are you putting it together? Over here, this is my guitars.
Oh, are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're just about to do a run through on the set that we didn't really let you see. But at least you've ended up in the right place, Guitar World. This is where it all happens. My amps and Peter's amps. Here's the set list. Well, here's the back of the set list. Yeah. See, there's secrecy. Don't worry, Pete, I'm on it, man.
These amps go to 11, and these go to 13.
That's exactly right. All right, time to rock. Come and think of it. Why don't we find out what everyone else is doing? Because everyone has their little routine things that they do.
Welcome to 40,000 feet. We won't be here real long, but we'll turn the seatbelt sign off for a little while.
Nice.
Feel free to move around the cabin, but please keep those seatbelts fastened while you're seated, and remember not to congregate up front. Thanks a lot.
But right behind me, Jeff Franklin's let's see what he's doing. Jeff? Craig just asked me what my routine is on flights, what I do, you know, just to preserve sanity on these long flights and this touring schedule.
Yeah.
You're generally an iPod guy.
I'm rolling with the Bose noise canceling, baby screaming, canceling headphones.
Professional.
And I wear these if I'm listening to music or not.
Right.
They filter out all the screaming babies.
Okay.
They don't filter out the smells of the plane, unfortunately, but you know.
What are you listening to on your iPod right now? Before you answer that, this man is like an encyclopedia of music. He's got more genres than the Christian Music Festival. What do you got on there? What are you listening to right now?
I'm a big fan of the podcasts.
Okay. This could be a podcast. We could turn this into a podcast.
Detroit Red Wings hockey.
Oh.
Newsboys video podcast. NBC Meet the Press.
Nice. Well-rounded.
BBC News.
Yeah.
Tech Talk. A technical sort of guy.
Here you are.
The Pug podcast.
Right, nice.
Because of my love of hockey.
Right.
Tony Campolo. You know. would say.
He's such a well-rounded individual. We'll let you get back to it. We'll go find out what the other guys are doing. Okay, any predictions on what you think Duncan's doing?
I'd say he might be reading a book about real estate.
Let's go find out. Come with me, Craig. This is fun. Duncan, sorry to interrupt you, but Craig came and asked me what I was doing on the flight. And it kind of gave me the idea to find out what everyone's little routine is today.
Right.
We've already had a talk from Jay Frank. He's gone with the iPod. What's your routine today? What are you doing? Pass the time? Keep your sanity?
Yeah, I'm reading.
What are you reading?
It's a book on.
You're reading a book?
Yeah, well, you know, what
Okay,
happens.
go on.
I'm reading a book on kind of social psychology.
Wow. Now, not many drummers are reading those kind of books. He's a radical in his industry. Psychology, what have you learned so far?
I have no idea. It all means nothing to me. Yeah, it's just a really interesting study on how people perceive other people, how we use our faces and our body language. And that kind of stuff.
What's this saying at the moment? Leave me alone?
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've studied a little bit about body language and we ought to obey that. Let's find out what Pete, our fearless leader's doing. Any predictions on what do you think he's doing?
Chilling.
Chilling?
Yeah.
Thinking
about songs, mixes.
We should let him do that because without him thinking about songs, we'd be thinking about getting another job. Yeah, you'd be sort of counselling someone somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Pete's doing. Pete, sorry everybody, Craig just came and interrupted me before. It was fine, it was a good interruption. But he was like, what are you doing? Well, not what are you doing, but he asked me what I was doing, and I sort of led me to think, what's everyone's little routine on the plane, and what do they do to pass the time? And now the general consensus from the other guys in the band is that you're sitting here coming up with hit songs so that we can have a career. So what's going?
That's quite unlikely at the moment. What I do usually on a plane is I try and fly it. That's what I like to do. I try and get up there. My goal is I try to move forward and get up there and sit in that seat. But they're not letting me fly it today. So other times, I listen to the iPod, do a bit of that, read a book, read the Bible. I search for peanuts.
Really?
Yeah. Peanuts are good.
Peanuts are good. What are you drinking? What's your liquid?
Just Coca-Cola today.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then most of the time, really what I generally do is just make sure you lads are behaving yourself. That's it.
Right.
Sorry, it's not that exciting really.
That was good. That was more variety than everyone else.
Can you get me some peanuts?
Yeah, sure. How many packets do you want? 3 packets? Let's go, Craig. Let's go. Okay, peanuts. I'm going fast, Craig. Hi, I'm not getting in your way. Excuse me, Darcy, may I please have 3 packets of peanuts for our lead singer? He's kind of the genius in the band, and if he doesn't get his peanuts in a few minutes,
You might clap.
fire me. And I'm really liking the job, so, thank you so much.
There you go. I'll get out of my way.
And she's an English student, so that's more than 3. Alright, let's go. Follow me here, Craig.
Cheap interview.
Alright, mate, thank you.
Next time it's going to cost you more.
So there you have it. That's what we do on the plane. iPods, books, the Bible. Great book. You haven't read it. 66 books for the price of 1. Matter of fact. I'm going to go back to my computer now. And there you go. Southwest Airlines between San Diego and San Jose, California. Over and out.
specialist, the guy that's running it. Next to him, Wes Campbell, head honcho, big manager, macro overall vision guy. Over in the corner there, the guy with the reasonably unimpressed look on his face. That's Jeff Nolte. He's our monitor guy. He fixes all the sound in our ear. Front of here, Johnny O, who does the front of house. That's what you hear, and Jeff is what we hear.
What thing we're missing? It's the window, isn't it?
Jeff's hard to impress.
You want to use this one?
I think he likes it that way. A little few differences here with the fall tour.
Yeah.
It's not just the same. Oh no, that's not. Roll out the same old, no. And we've got some totally different lighting configurations and some different screen arrangements with video. Let's just talk with Jeff Frankenstein for a second. Stay there. As you were. It's my understanding that one of the songs that we're thinking about adding, that we've just been rehearsing, Stay Strong, that's on the Greatest Hits package. You actually started that song.
Yeah.
And you co-wrote it, and you were really actually played it just about all. Awesome song, man. How did it start? You're mucking around?
Yeah, just a little piano part.
Yeah, let's hear that.
Right here. It's just like... That's how it started.
Absolutely
right
beautiful.
there.
And
I'm cheating today.
oh, you're reading the one advantage. Come over here, Craig. You got to see this. One advantage that he has that I don't have is that he sets his computer up and reads the background vocals of that. Although your font's pretty small.
Yeah.
I'd change. If it was me, I'd have like 36. What's that about?
It's about 8.
8 now.
But it works in a pinch. And I can assist other band members who might be having trouble with the lyric.
So we're about to probably start rehearsing La, which is the other song that Greatest Hits. And there's some backing vocal parts in that that are a good challenge for me and Jeff, or Jeff and I should say. What's your part? That's how we feel. Ask me what's my part.
Oh, what's your part?
I don't know what you're doing, but we're having fun over here. We're trying to figure out what you want to do next. You're the boss.
Well, we've got a situation over here.
Okay.
Squiz has gone a bit nutty.
Every now and then you kick into a sort of a bit of a British thing, and I think it's a return to your South Australian nutty.
Nutty. Well, actually, that'd be I say nutty.
Nutty.
But I think probably the English I grew up with a bit more of the Cockney, nutty.
Yeah,
a bit more nutty, mate.
Bit nutty.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Peter's from South Australia, where there wasn't a lot of convict action.
Right, yes.
And so you
keep away from the riffraff.
Yeah, and Duncan being from Brisbane, really not a lot of convict stuff up there. I'm from Melbourne, which was kind of a large convict area, but then again, I was born in England, so none of us.
You got deported, right?
No, I got imported.
Big difference. Hey everybody, how you doing? We're in the studio right now, actually making a brand new Newsboys album, and well, at least we're trying to, aren't we? It's not quite as easy as sometimes people think, isn't it?
No, we're getting started. We're making the baby steps, but we're making some good progress.
I mean, all your assistants were really late today, all of them. Yeah.
You know, people think that Newsboys, that we just have some grandiose, record budget, and we have tons of assistants, and that we have big catered meals, but that's not really like that, Pete.
It's not. Show them what it's like when we're actually trying to write for a record. What do we do?
Well, I usually sit in this seat right here, and I just stare against the wall like this, pretty much all day, like that. Pete usually sits about right
sit there and stare too, and wait. We wait for a song to turn up.
The funniest thing about it is that when we're working, Pete actually plays the keyboard, and I end up sitting at the computer like playing bass, but Pete actually, he rocks the keyboard right here.
But you play drums too.
And then I usually end up playing drums and guitar, and he ends up playing keyboards and all the other stuff, so that's the way it works. But we should tell him about the thing over here.
Well, this is our kind of the little chart, the board that we have, so we know where we're at, how many songs we've kind of attempted to write, and where we're at. You see here, this song's called Cross the River for now. And usually that's like a working title, so it's the idea that we've come up with And so we have here, we've written a verse for it, the B section for it before the chorus, and then the chorus and a bridge. And so we usually have little ticks to see where we're at what progress we're at the song. As you can see, there's lots of blanks, and so we've got a lot of work to do.
This section over here represents many hours of work to come.
But blankness, yeah.
But we're started. We got a good start going.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So you guys will like it. You guys are gonna freak.
Yeah, it's a good one.
G'day there. Behind me could be the smallest room Newsboys have performed in, perhaps in the history. Definitely for the last 10 or 15 years. This is a radio promotions event for The Beach 101.7 in Monterey, California. And at the moment, I think we're all just figuring out what to do with all the room we have.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But it's really small and it's kind of fun, intimate. So it's going to be an interesting night. I mean, look at the size of the PA. That's it, right there. And if you've been to a Newsboys show, you know that's not really the way we roll. But it is here tonight for The Beach. This is a Main Street station that's been playing something beautiful. And so it's like a little performance for competition winners and radio people to support the single. So we're going to sound check in a second, we'll see what that sounds like, and then we'll see you back when there's a room full of people for the smallest Newsboys show of the year here in Monterey, California. And hey, read that in New Zealand accent. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
No, fantastic.
Fantastic.
They're fantastic. Hey, how can you get the line in about your mum? Because this is the kind of place. You know? Do you know what I mean? Like instead of going, we're going to jump, we're going to make some... No, I'm just saying, you know that line?
I can't hear you.
You know that line?
What?
This is the room.
I'm serious. Oh, the things I get myself into.
Yeah.
Small since I played in my sister's closet. We want to go into that. Hang on a second. I'm just thinking, we don't get to do this much to play in a closet, but I'm starting to like it. The only thing is I gotta make sure I brush my teeth and I have a bath before I go here because this is really close. Tonight, let's have a good time, right? Take the roof off this place. I'd like to be officially the loudest band that's ever been in this room. You think we can do it? You think we can do it? Are you ready? Come on, 1, 2, 3. Let me hear you sing it.
If you ever wondered what backstage was like in Newsboys shows, this is it.
Nu har jeg så igen æren af at sidde herude for at skulle interviewe en af dem, som skal på scenen lige om lidt. Og det er i dagens tilfælde Paul Coleman, som i virkeligheden er fra Australien, men som nu bor i USA. Welcome to you, Paul.
Thank you. It's very good to be here.
Yeah. What do you feel about being back in Denmark?
I love it.
You were saying?
I love being in Denmark. The people are very, very friendly here, and you know, it's just nice to get out and sort of just, I don't know, touch the people and be with them, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So, how many times have you been in Denmark?
Twice now. This is my second time. I was in Copenhagen.
You were in Copenhagen?
Excuse me. I was in Copenhagen, and before, and now I'm here. So it's just it's great to be here. I'm feeling good.
Yeah. Well, I'm feeling good too. Tell me, what do your family think about having you traveling so much around the world?
They really miss me, and I miss them.
You miss them?
Yeah, I really miss them, but it's just wonderful to... I mean, I love to play music. I love to play rock and roll.
Yeah. I feel it really punching you.
Yeah, it's,
So what kind of music can we expect of you this evening?
Rock, folk, worship. That's it. No country, no jazz. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, but I don't play country music.
You have a lot of country music.
Yeah, too much country.
Cool. Thank you very much, Cole.
Well, thank you very much. I look forward to playing.
Ja. Det var altså Paul Coleman, og vi ser alle sammen meget frem til at skulle høre ham på scenen i aften, og det bliver rigtig fedt.
Hi, Peter and Paul here backstage in Pennsylvania on the Go Tour, having an awesome time. Favourite tour so far, I think. Totally. We're about to take the stage, and we're looking forward to going out there, seeing you folks from Pennsylvania, having a good time, and it's been pretty rough. You know, a bit of a rough tour. I mean, I got see that there. See that? Oh. Yeah, a little bit of a blister. Yeah, a bit of a blister from the drum solo. Yeah, it's been pretty tough. You know, how you doing?
Oh, I'm fine.
What happened to you?
Well, Pete, I believe in the Newsboys. I believe in Global Tribe, the mission and aid organisation that we're working with on this tour and forever.
I mean, you hardly noticed
and
it.
I've bled for the cause. Can you hardly notice it?
And what happened? Is that where you fell off the stage the other night?
Yeah.
Rough, man. Paul Coleman. Rocking.
It's Duncan's birthday today. No one really knows exactly how old he is. And kind of Newsboys rules. Let me explain a few things I've learned. Number one, don't celebrate birthdays. And don't do it cameras. Don't go unannounced into a dressing room with a camera. So, as I was saying, you don't do any of those things. So, let's go. Alright. Newsboys dressing room. So, for example, that's not cool. I wouldn't do that.
We've known each other for 20 years.
Yeah, I'm just checking. It's always a bit polite. Now, my understanding of Newsboys culture when it comes to birthdays is, A, don't really celebrate it, don't make a big deal. Don't do a public gift. Don't ever mention age. And pretty much just keep cameras out of it.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So I just thought I'd go crazy here and say happy birthday. And just to celebrate you and all 36 years you've been on the planet. I didn't want to tell people 36, but you know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not break tradition?
Let's do it.
Wait, is that okay? Is that okay for me to do that?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
You realise you're in big trouble right now?
You need me.
That's true.
So happy birthday.
Thanks, Paul.
A lot of people in that camera right now would be wishing you happy birthday.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody who may be wishing me a happy birthday. I appreciate it. And all of my 36 years on this earth. Paul, you genius.
And I just want to say that there's something the fans want me to give you. Really? Yeah, just on behalf of them.
It's not going to hurt, is it?
No, it's not.
Looking good for 50, even if I do say so myself. Who wrote that? People have to
I don't know
find.
whose handwriting that is. It looks awfully like that.
It does.
Right, mate. Just for future reference for those who really care. Newsboys always choose dressing room 133. You know why that is? Because it adds up to 7, which is the perfect number. That's not true. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of cake to the lead singer of Stella Cart during the show and see what he does. Great. These guys here are Cutlass as pastors. 21st century pastors, look at them.
That's right.
See what I mean? Kind of part security, medics. Okay, that's the sound of Stella car. Can you hear that? Seriously rocking. See what happens. I thought that went pretty well. This was my disguise. I can hardly see. I almost fell off the stage. And we don't want to do that again. Alright, so I thought he coped with it pretty well.
Clear. Peter, speak.
Speak. How come your head looks bigger than our heads?
Because it is.
I got a lot more compliments today. No, it's the angle. Look. We just finished a run from North Dakota to Nebraska
to
Illinois. We had such a great time. Appreciate all your fans coming out and seeing us, and looking forward to what's to come. Where are we going next?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, then where? Chicago.
Chicago.
And
Chicago, then Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And Minneapolis.
How do you do that?
I looked at my iCal.
Okay. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you?
This is professional.
Yeah. As you can see, we are better in music, I feel.
So
than
Peter,
movies.
what's your favourite part of the show at the moment?
The ending.
Spoken of this.
My favourite part, really?
Yeah.
Seriously? Can this tape this long? Or like the
hard
drive?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Totally. I like it all. I have
Every
it
bit.
from the start to the finish. I'm enjoying it.
But you pointed that out.
Thanks.
Start to the finish. Duncan?
Mate? Oh, my favourite?
I don't know. Something.
Yeah, I love it all. It's all good.
Don't do that. Oi! Alright. This is what happens when this is like a home movie or something.
Yeah.
It's like unprofessional.
Actually, we're in the back of the bus right now. We just finished a show with Moline, and as you can see, we have a lot of fun. So thank you everyone for coming out. We're having a blast. You've got to come out and see this tour.
Nice haircut, by the way.
We'll see you there. Yeah, thanks, mate.
Nice talking to Peter.
Oh.
What?
You're an
It's still recording.